Hey guys, how you doing tonight? Just a slight little stream I wanted to do. I want to stop Mastodon here. I thought I had it on pause anyways. And I'm glad to see you guys here. Glad to see Mikey made it to Vegas. That was beautiful. And I hear he's got some nice pictures. And Jim Anus keeps putting out more and more all the time. I don't know where he... Oh, yeah, he didn't have a life. Sorry, Jim. You're just like me. I don't have much of a life except work, family, and that's about it. And my hobby. So I think I'll put one of your videos up right quick, Jim. I saw a new one in here somewhere. Shut the window. I should close the door. Ooh, and Huron Song made a video too. Everybody's been busy tonight. Let's see, you got Pubin's Five Moon Party. That looks good. I think I'll play that one. You can see through the moon. Some people say so. Hey, Matthew. How are you doing tonight? We'll watch some Jim Anus right quick. He's got a couple of new videos. And Ryan's sleeping tonight. He was up in PJ's for a couple hours with me, reviewing the movies, a couple of them. One of them was horrible. God, he should have been there. Almost translucent. Probably a lot of moisture, right, Megan? But it's got a smooth. What is that singing? That's what I want to know. And I swear I saw you in another movie. Now you see the wave in it, moisture. I've never witnessed the moon do that on a summer night. Me and that telescope has been a month or two. Just looking at it every other night. Never saw that part. It's a really dry climate though, it's Tempe, Arizona. Nation, good to see you. Zoom in. That's a good one. I see you changed your avatar. Nice. All you insomniacs out there? Or you're just waking up? I don't know. Either one. I know FP Nation's getting up early anyway. As good as I'm going to get, let's put it that way. For a 55-year-old man that's been working for 30 years. It takes a toll on you. That was a nice one, Jim. Not too bad. I know you had another new one I wanted to take a look at. Let's see. Jim's a Catch. What kind of name is that, dude? What'd you catch, Jim? Let's see. It looks like somebody's belt. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Nate. Yeah, was he like? Gotta wait for those clear nights, right, Mike? To get those clear shots. Well, the Russians tried to land on the moon, and I've heard cosmonauts give their testimony. They said it seemed like they were repelled away from it the closer they got to it. And I never heard a landing story in many of the offset astronauts, not the mainstream, the cosmonauts. I think there's probably forces that are involved that won't let you land on the damn thing. For you to land on. Gotta put it there for a reason. It has something to do with the nature of things. It is a beautiful place. I agree. And that was it for that one. Nice, Jim. Staying busy. Into what? I just wonder where you got your name. Into the brink. Into the break. I've heard both. They got a guy on Discord. He's in over on Nathan Oakley's all the time. His name, he calls himself Into the Break. He spits out globe rhetoric quicker than anything, especially if he's not paying attention to what he's saying. And you got to be a believer if you're not asking any questions. It's just weird. I don't see how you can swallow it all after you start looking into the topic. They got too many holes in their story. And we had a visit from Mr. Duffy over on Flat Solades the other day. You guys probably saw it. Matthew, I know you probably did, didn't you? that was a crap show if ever had in a while. But they tried to trim it out and put it on McToon's channel. It looks like crap. They only had a couple of minutes out of it. But I had Duffy by the balls by the time I was done with him. We went off the air because Flats lost his power. And me, Janos, and PJ were stuck in the back room with the guy off camera. We were on camera, but he was the one recording the Flatsoid, but it wasn't live. So the questions I got to put to him after that, he was stymied and he ran away. But he doesn't believe that he needs to know true science or anything like that. He thinks he can get by with just these observations that the pseudoscientists give him to get by with. It doesn't really work. I was going to take a look at that, and I was actually accused of saying something that I didn't say on that stream, or I was misquoted, is put it that way, and my integrity came into question. I was going to trim out that clip. I'll play it for you guys. Tell me what you think of it. Let's see. I'll make sure I got it set at the right place. I think it's 46. Where are we at? I'll start it at around 40 because I don't want to miss any of it. This is the little visit we had from Mr. Duffy. He's a beautiful guy. All the way around, he's a good guy. Look at that look on his face. See, look at the look on my face. Like I'm waiting for him to shut the fuck up. Rolling my eyes way up in the back of my head. I thought it was fun. Yeah, this is science fiction, Paul. But they sell science fiction as science fact, you know. And I think it started with Bonner von Braun writing books and proposing how you get to Mars from the moon and other things. And from that point, with Disney, it took off, and NASA just developed it like its dogma to replace, you know, the Roman gods and the planets, as they call them. So they made it into a sellable piece of work, and then they incorporated it into what they call mainstream science in the schooling system, and slowly replaced it over the years with actual science and experiments. It's kind of odd, but I'll share this a little bit with you. Take a look at it. It's a loud, obnoxious set because he came in. He had one question he wanted to ask last night. I'll start from there. Let's go. Let's see. He wanted to ask, where is the South Pole on the flat Earth? We don't have a South Pole on the flat Earth. I think this is where he comes in right about here. Now, I'm going to look at some of P-Brain stuff later here. P-Brain had a couple of new videos that actually point to a lot more fakery. I like P-Brain because he goes with what natural physics, and he takes their rules and shows you how that doesn't work on the globe. They just hijack their own stuff. Kind of sad. And if you think about it, they actually hijacked most of just physics and threw in a couple of parlor tricks, and like, voila, we're done. Let's see, where did he start at? I want to get with his first question. Where is the South Pole on the flat Earth? Flat's is doing a rebuttal to this tomorrow, this whole thing. He's in earlier than this. Let's try this. Yeah, got 10 pounds for, or $10 for saying Duffy's a complete joke. Yeah, they're getting caught with a lot more other things. There's like a lot more holes in the TFE story, from what I'm gathering. There was another gentleman came out with some more stuff. Just recently came over to King Nico's and did an interview with him, and they went over a lot of the stuff. I think this is where he starts coming in. Let's check the volume on this thing. I don't want to be too loud because it gets. Okay,
it's gonna start now.
At each other. Oh, there he is again. Look, Duffy's
okay, right
twice.
Awesome.
Isn't that beautiful? There he is.
Okay.
Our debate proposition.
Okay, hey, Mr. Will, how's it going?
I'll turn him up a little bit.
Good, and you?
Oof.
Oh, good, thank you.
See it, smile.
Yeah, I had a quick question for you.
I got a good one.
I'm actually working on our next video, which I'm really excited about.
The next video.
And I was watching one of your old videos where you were talking about flights to the South Pole,
Yeah.
Right.
and you said that they fly to the South Pole, but then they change direction.
Yes.
Where are they flying to before they change direction?
To the South Pole.
He's gonna say the South
Where-
Pole.
That's brilliant, isn't it? Where are they flying to before they? Now, this is where he asked, "Where is the South Pole?"
Of course.
Where is the South Pole?
Yep, bingo.
It's a marker
Where
they
they
put
fly
in.
to.
Huh?
Where
Don't
they
worry, I'm
fly
going
to.
down there soon.
Again with your stupid semantics.
No.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah,
where
that's
is
it.
You
it?
just said they fly to the South Pole.
Yeah,
so
where
they're
is-
flying to the South Pole.
Where is the South Pole?
It's a ceremonial place.
And where is it?
At the
Yeah.
ceremonial South Pole place where they put the pole up.
And where is it that they put the pole?
Do you like it so far, guys? I know it's fun. He went literally in here just to do this. They're running out of stuff, dude. It's like, it's funny. Let's watch some more real quick. It gets better.
Pull up.
In Antarctica.
But where in Antarctica? You guys make Antarctica so big. Where is it? I want to find it on a
At
map.
the ceremonial South Pole.
And where is
You
that?
guys could have traveled to it from Union Glacier. You do know that.
Sure. I just want to know where it is on the flat Earth.
The flatter?
Oh, for goodness.
Yeah, in Antarctica.
In the same place. You go away, dude.
It's a
It's just not one
ceremonial
place.
place. It's not wait. It's a ceremonial place. It's not a geographical location.
Okay, I'm asking where the ceremonial place is.
We just told you. Dude.
So you
Are you
guys
deaf?
aren't really you guys aren't really
No,
helping.
you guys aren't really.
Oh
Like
God.
for example, for example,
Blah,
if it's
blah.
you guys have no
Let's
idea
go
where the
past
South
it.
Pole is, means flat Earth is finished.
So that's basically what he's trying to
Hey
do.
guys,
You're
No, we're
going
not
He's saying because we didn't give him exact directions to the South Pole, the flat Earth is finished. You give me the longitude and latitude of the place where they put it, I'll show you how to get there. We're using their coordinate system, but there's other coordinate systems beyond theirs. They're even better that the military uses, and they're mostly azimuthal. And there's so many different clean maps that actually do it. But it's all right. Duffy says he wants the ball to be there so bad. At the end of this, the only thing he could do was pick up a globe and point to the bottom pole coming out. And that's where the South Pole is. And any kindergartner could tell you that. And like, that's not what we're doing here. That's just a model. That's not the Earth. But I want to get to the point where I was at. I think it's around 46. Where I say he gets in the Cartesian and the globe. He brings it up. And I was accused of saying a Cartesian globe system when I actually says, don't bring a Cartesian globe system. We're not playing that game. That's what I said. So, but I was accused of actually giving way to his Cartesian globe system. That's what I didn't. But I'm going to play it. I'm trying to get this documented. I actually went through it. People were asking me questions about it. So let's put it up there.
No, we know.
Everyone can show where the South Pole is on a map except flat earthers. Flat Earth is finished.
No, we definitely know where it is.
Where
it's
is it?
Yeah, we can show you on a map.
Under
Okay.
your feet.
90
And,
degrees south.
Easy
Yeah, there you go.
answer. When you are on the, let's say, North Pole, whatever direction you go south.
South. Yeah, there you go.
That's
Your
very
grid's
simple
off,
concept.
dude. That's the problem.
I think you can
Yeah.
grasp it.
Hold on. Hold on.
Yeah, hold on to what?
Whoever was just talking made a good point. On a flat Earth, everywhere away from the North Pole is south, which means people would go to wildly different locations.
Just one more point, by the way. There's never been a discovery of a South Pole, if anybody knows that. James Ross Clark, his two other captains that went with him. Hey, hypothetical genius, how are you doing? It's a place they mark as South Pole. You're right. There's no exact location. They pinpoint a degree in longitude and latitude further out. It's just a marker. It doesn't really mean anything. What means a lot to them is the radius of their spinning monkey ball. They derive all their measurements from it, but you can actually reverse it. Their radius is really small comparably to the size of the charters that they did back in the 1700s and the 1800s when they were exploring after the fact. And all the old maps show it's a lot larger. They mapped a lot larger areas. They just don't allow you to go outside these boundaries. If you go past the 60th parallel, most militaries in international waters will turn you back. And that's another question that was brought up. You're going to get turned away at gunpoint if you go to Antarctica. And he tells us in this little thing that you can go to Antarctica and just roam freely. I'm going to put it to him. We'll just send him down to Antarctica and let him roam freely. They'll tell you it's dangerous because there's crevasses and all kinds of crap. Hey, Canadian. Yes, he is an annoying man. Yeah, and when I'm in flashes, my voice is a little bit higher than it is usually. So I get a lot of nasally sounds when I'm talking. I'm gonna play the part where I'm gonna get to the part where I actually was accused of stating non-fact, going with globe rhetoric, but I'm not. I'll play it for you a couple of times, and you guys tell me what I said.
So how do you get to the South Pole?
By going south from north.
No. Two people at the North Pole could go in the exact opposite direction. They both would not end up in the same place.
Yeah, because it's flat Earth, dude.
Why would they?
So how do you get to the South Pole?
By going to 90 degrees south.
Okay, so saying 90 degrees south, Flatzoid, makes zero sense. You do realize
It's
on a flat
grid
Earth
system.
On a flat Earth, latitudes are circles, right?
And
Really?
Wow.
And the circles get bigger. So when you say 90 degrees south, that would be a gigantic circle bigger than all of the continents on the world.
Yeah,
So
people
you
have
can't
actually
say
sailed
go
around
to-
it.
okay, let's put it this way. Can you show me that the South Pole is not 90 degrees south?
It is 90 degrees south.
Oh, thank you.
There you
Some
go.
answers
There you
correct.
go.
Thank you.
Hold on.
Okay,
What-
so I've got the
what-
email. I've got
Nope.
the email on screen for you, Duffy. You see there, just to come the channel to me focus, TFE. The main purpose of the discussion is for both sides to make their predictions for what the sun will do when we are in
You get lost,
Antarctica.
dude.
Yes,
Remember
that's the main purpose. Nathan Thompson and I had an agreement that no other topics were allowed. You and I did not have that.
No, that was the main topic.
Oh,
And
yeah.
what
Nathan Thompson's over on FED, and they armed him with a lot better arguments over the past week. And Nathan Thompson, or whatever, is going to a couple of his friends got a hold of me, and they said he might want to go with me to Antarctica and do my little trip with me and help me out with it. I haven't really tried too hard, but I've asked people about how to get a hold of him. If anybody knows his email address, or he does have a YouTube channel, I think, from what I gather. I'll look him up, but I want to get in touch with him and see if he wants to take the trip at the end of the year. If I do raise enough money to do it, we will go. If I don't, I'm going to keep doing it till probably the end of next year, and hopefully get down there by then. Want to do some observations. I want to definitely live stream 24 hours on the solstice and see if I can actually get a 24-hour sun above the horizon, which I don't think is going to happen. And it looks like their footage is really suspect at that parallel, at the 80th parallel. I think it's where they were at. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure they do lose the arc of the sun over the horizon. It may be light, but you don't have a 24-hour sun. Almost positive of it.
what was your whole argument, the whole debate?
The main argument was that you could not make a prediction because flat Earth is false.
I did make a prediction.
okay.
I made a prediction that you don't know what science is and that you don't understand what a false dichotomy is. And I made a prediction
understand
that
what
you wouldn't keep
predictions
to
are.
the topic because you just try to attack my character constantly.
Okay, so
Hey,
hold
this-
on. You guys, this is really big because you guys are helping me end flat Earth. You guys have no idea where the South
No,
Pole is.
everybody's calling you the most dishonest pastor to ever live. You
That's
know
okay.
that.
You guys
Yeah,
don't know
yeah.
where the South Pole is. That's all I care about.
I do.
Yeah.
90 degrees south.
So you don't
Hold
care
on.
about your pastoralship at all. You don't care about your reputation
And-
as a pastor. That is ridiculous.
So-
All you
so
care about
anyway-
is debunking flat
Hey,
Earth.
hey
And you
Flatzoid.
can't debunk it. You can't.
Flatzoid. Does 50 degrees south, where is that? Where's 50 degrees south?
At 50 degrees south.
No. Where is it on the Earth?
At 50 degrees south.
Okay,
It's a
so
geographical location that they
it-
put based on a grid system.
yeah, but where
Which
is it?
is
Is
by
it- is
flat
there-
Earth, by the way. The latitude and
Hold on.
longitude come from a flat Earth Cartesian
Is
system.
there land at 50 degrees south, or is it ocean?
I don't know. Let me check.
Yeah, let him check real quick. We're not lost, dude. The thing
No.
is that your grid system can be changed easily,
Roger,
dude.
Roger.
Yeah, hello, yeah.
You're very
And
lost. You should be correcting Flatzoid right now
Well, it
and say
depends. Wait, it
Flatzoid
depends.
90 degrees south on a flat Earth is not a single location. Correct him, Roger. Do good
Is
right
50
now.
degrees south a single location?
No,
So then you're a hypocrite again.
no, I'm not. On the globe,
Yes, you
90 degrees south is a single location. On a flat Earth, it's not. You guys don't know where the South
No, in
Pole
reality, it is.
Yeah.
Wait.
You asked
You're
where's
saying
the South Pole. I said the ceremonial South Pole is 90 degrees south on the latitude and
No, I think this is
longitude
where
grid system.
Brian's getting confused. Like,
Okay,
I'm
flat
supposed
Earth.
to be
Actual
agreeing
pole,
with
too, on
Duffy. I'm not. Now, let's listen to this right quick.
For that.
Let me put
It's
it this
not.
way. You can go to the actual ceremonial South Pole, can you not, Duffy?
Yeah.
I'm asking you
Making
how I
faces
get there
at him.
and where
Sorry,
it
guys.
is.
You can fly, you can take a boat, you can travel
But-
when you get to Antarctica by ski.
It's
It
an actual
doesn't matter.
location, yeah.
But where?
But a
It's
grid
a location
system
on a
doesn't,
grid
doesn't
system.
matter.
Yep. No. Okay. So now you're saying it doesn't matter because you guys don't know where it is. If I want to
Yeah,
I
get
do.
there in the,
Antarctica.
if
Do
I
you
want to
understand
get
what you're
there,
saying?
if I
The
want to
little
get there,
peninsula you call that, okay.
if I want to get there as quickly as possible,
Mhm.
which continent would I start in? Would I start in Africa, South America, or Australia?
Doesn't really matter which one's closer.
Well, which one of those continents is closer to the ceremonial South Pole?
I'm guessing Chile.
Yes, because you guys don't know. So that is an incorrect answer. So
Okay, then what's the closest continent?
It's
I'm not-
Australia, actually.
guys, I'm sorry, I can't do your research for you.
No. You just told me I'm wrong. So what is the?
Yeah, you
what is
say
the
they're
correct
wrong, but you
continent?
can't tell you.
And how are you ending flat Earth again? I'm just wondering. Just
No,
I
no,
will-
no. I just want to know. The guy's telling me I'm wrong, so I'm asking him
Please
what is
correct
it.
him.
He says he's not going to tell me. So that means he doesn't know.
No, I do know. So I will tell you.
What
You
is
ready?
it?
Okay.
I just told you. It's Australia.
So okay, so you guys disagree. One of you think it's South America, one of you thinks it's Australia.
Australia's
Okay.
the lowest continent, dude. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So
On your-
Roger,
On your
Roger,
globe. Yeah.
this is important.
No, it's not.
If you go south from Australia, you'll be here. If you go south from South America, you'll be here.
Dude,
Both
I
of
don't
those
use that.
places-
I don't
Wait.
use the Gleason's
Again,
map.
showing a
Dude,
map. Wait. He's again showing a map that all of us have literally specifically told him we don't ascribe
we
to.
don't.
correct, guys?
We don't use that, dude. We don't use the Gleason's map. It's been
What is
debunked
wrong?
in 2006.
What's
It's
wrong with this
because
map?
The
it's a
Gleason's map is
globe.
used specifically for a certain purpose, and we've never ever ascribed to the Gleason's
What-
map.
What is
Never,
wrong about
if
this
you've
map?
ever listened to any of my content, you would know
globe
we've never
projection.
ascribed to
It's a
Gleason's
globe
map
projection, dude.
as reality. It's a verification fallacy.
I just want to know what's wrong with this map. Please tell me.
It's
It's a
used for
globe
specific
stretched out
certain
over a
things.
longitude and latitude grid.
In that case, it's used for longitudinal
Yeah.
time. It's a time
the
map. It's a
continents are in
sundial
the wrong place.
So it's correct.
no, it's not.
for the sun's time.
What is it wrong about?
Position that you're trying to put on. It's not made for positions.
Okay, so
So we're
You
not
do
here
know
to
that
tell
you need to
there's
know
an
the
ice
Gleason's
wall
map
either.
is just a distortion of the globe. It's literally an equidistal map that your globe uses for travel.
so guys, this is important. I believe that no
What do you-
flat
what do you
earther
believe?
has any
Everything's important.
idea
believe.
where the South Pole is.
We do. It's away
Where?
from north.
I'm
Bye.
away from North, and I'm not at the South Pole.
Bye.
Flatsoid. You got to do
You don't
better.
believe in the South
If you
Pole,
look
dude.
north and you go
You're not
to the
getting it.
back south, you will end in the South Pole, will you not?
On a globe only.
Now, I said there, we don't believe in the South Pole. Because it's never been found. That's the way I've actually been taught it, shown it on any azimuthal. There's not a South Polar area. There is a celestial pole. It looks like there's a rotation system in the south, but it does the exact opposite what it would do on a globe. It turns the other way, which debunks the globe itself. It's kind of weird.
You just proved
No.
the globe.
No,
No, we
even
didn't.
on the Gleason's
No.
map, if you're looking north and you travel opposite south, you'll end up in the south.
Okay.
If anybody ever,
Let's
hey,
go.
hold on a
hold
second.
on.
Something,
Hold on.
here's
I'm going to
something.
stop this.
Hold on.
No, I was
Flatsoy-
gonna say one thing.
Flatsoy
hold on.
just said something false.
All right. Canadian, you disagree with me. So everyone that Gleason's map is wrong. It seems like it's the closest thing we probably get. It may be, but the thing is, it's off on times, declinations with the sun calculation, from what I can tell. I've watched a lot of people actually do it in real time, and they'll actually time the sun. And it's that's what the whole final experiment was supposed to do. Yeah, and the compasses in the south. I from what I reckon, they do some weird things off and on because you're so far away from the northern magnetic center that it doesn't point where it should every time. It's hard to get declination while you're down there. And I've seen some people with compasses down there where they jump around. Now, there's a couple other AZ grids that are actually pretty accurate for where continents are. The thing is, to get the distance between the continents, you have to do a lot of you have to break down your time and travel. That's where it gets tricky because of the nautical miles are definitely not the same as a statute mile, from what I understand. The best thing to do, probably, to make a new map is actually, I have a cartographer here in Denver. He actually is kind of, from what I understand, what I was told, he is a flat earther. I'd love to sit down with him and go over the maps that are already on record that actually do work and put together something better. Yeah, it should take you to where the South Pole is. But if you're on the other side of the North, it's not going to take you to their ceremonial South Pole. They have placed over on the little peninsula they call Antarctica. You won't be at their ceremonial South Pole at 90 degrees past it. They say there's no way it gets that large, but there's no way to explore it all. And the people who have really had a lot of problems getting there. There's a lot of, yeah, it does. That's because it's based on the globe itself. They had to spread the actual map that Gleason actually get his hands on. I don't think he had the wherewithal to get a decent map, make one. It's hard to map the entire Earth. That's what I'm saying. That'd take a lot of money. So, anyways, I tell them to shut up, and we're not going to conflate Cartesians with globe anymore. Eventually, here I think about 146 or 46. Let's see.
No, it's not.
Now
So
listen to what I'm
if you-
telling you, dude.
If you head south from north, you could end up in South America. If you head south from north, you could end up in Australia. Those are different places.
So you go
Flatboy.
south. So you do go south. Well done.
Going
away from
south, going south on a flat Earth, you end up in different places.
You end up in the south. You said you can't go south from north. I said you can go south from north. All directions from north is south, Duffy.
But you would not end up in the same place.
Who said
It's
you
all,
will?
listen, it's all theory.
Even on a globe, you
Okay.
won't end up in the same place.
Yes, you will.
Duffy, it's just
Duffy.
Duffy.
No,
He's
you
trying
won't.
to catch you
Yeah,
in
but-
words.
yeah,
and
but
he's
Jeff,
trying
he
to
doesn't
force you to
understand.
one
Even
man,
on
one
his
thing
globe.
garbage.
Yeah.
Like
It's hard to hear over Janos and Jeff there talking over each other. And a lot of this is like that. I want to get to the point. I think it starts right about here when I tell them to drop the whole Cartesian globe thing. It's not the Cartesian, but Cartesian grid globe thing.
Remember, he started us off with, you said when they go to the South Pole, then they take
Weasel.
then you claim they fly left or right. Yes, they do, because they go from different locations. If you fly from, even on your globe, from Australia to go to the South Pole,
thinks we
you
wrap
don't just
around
travel directly south.
He
You
doesn't
travel
understand
southeast.
horizontal.
If you
Okay.
travel from Chile, you travel southwest.
Now I'm gonna
Okay,
ask you a
so
question.
so this is important. You're now telling us where the South Pole is.
I'm telling you on your globe.
It's not a pole, dude. It's
No,
a
no.
imaginary
I don't
place.
want to know.
It's not.
I understand the globe. I want to know where the South Pole is on a flat Earth. Just so you guys
In
know.
Antarctica, 90 degrees south.
Hey,
That's wherever they
Flatsoid,
place the ceremonial South Pole.
Flatsoid.
It's
You
not a
are-
real place, dude. It's not a pole. There's not a pole
It's
on a
not
on
an
a globe.
actual geographical position.
Okay.
It's a ceremonial South Pole. Do you
can
understand what that
someone-
is?
You're mental. You
Can someone
fly
correct-
over?
Can
the South
someone
Pole
correct
and come up
Roger?
north.
Can someone correct Roger? He just said there's no pole.
There's no
There
pole.
isn't.
No. It's never
okay,
been
There's no
found.
globe. There's no pole.
Is you guys talked about a ceremonial pole?
Yes, that people made like a
people
pole and they
go-
There you
stuck
go.
it in the ground
Yes.
and said,
Where-
"This
We're
we shall
getting through
call the
to 'em
ceremonial
eventually.
South Pole."
Where is it?
In
Yeah. You like it so far, guys? The Galicians is a decent representation, except when it gets to Australia. I think the smaller islands off of that latitude, they're pretty decent off of there, but it took a lot of time and a lot of exploration when they found them, and they kept going, dude. They went further than that. They came to the determination if they just kept going that they would. They couldn't afford to do it. It took a lot of time, and they lost a lot of men doing it, from what I gather. So the exploration out there in the Southern Oceans are really rough. And the thing is that what we have gridded off now in civilization, they just keep it there that tight. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one too. It is, but I mean, it's nice to have maps when you're actually looking for places if you're actually out charting at sea or flying too. Gives you a good reference. And there's a couple of people that have actually done some new cartography work. I'm going to be pulling that up, and I'm going to talk to Flats tomorrow. He's I guess he's done a rebuttal to Buffy's, the Vampire Slayer. There his claims. Yeah. I've never used the Gleasons personally. I know a couple of people have. I watched them do it. I understand what you're saying. Yeah, it's globe made, longitude and latitude. It attempts to fit the globe made to scale. Yeah, but their radius is off. They found themselves out of declination in the Southern Ocean, right? That's what I've been told, especially from like the ship's logs and stuff. The people who actually did the exploration out there, the government keeps a tight band on it. I'm not saying that I know everything about mapping, but I do know how to get a general location on a map. It's not hard. Let's go back to the video if I can get it back on. My computer's running a little slow.
Antarctica,
Where?
90 degrees south.
Okay, Flatsoid, you're gonna regret this. Okay.
No, I'm not going to regret anything.
What's
You're
the
gonna regret
United-
it,
You
guys.
can come in here
What
if
are
you
you
want
gonna
to.
do?
You'll regret saying this. You'll regret saying
How
that.
more clear he can
You
be?
went to
He's
Antarctica.
using a Cartesian system on a globe. We're not playing that, dude. They're not going to play the.
That's what I said.
Cartesian
We're not
guys.
going to play the
Sorry.
Cartesian system
Don't
on
worry.
Flatsoid, you are gonna regret this because on a flat Earth, 90 degrees south is
No, you're talking
bigger
about a
than
Gleason's map.
all of the continents combined.
No.
You mean
No.
on a Gleason's
Gleason's.
map that we told you
No.
to subscribe to?
I'm trying to
You
figure
know,
out
this
what
is
you're
the
saying.
dishonesty that he doesn't understand.
Hypothetical.
On a flat Earth,
Is this a
what
yard?
is-
Have in your head
Okay,
Gleason
you know what?
map.
I've got an idea, Duffy.
Mental.
Show me on a
Yard
flat
3?
Earth where
Okay.
90 degrees is supposed to be, please, without showing the Gleason's map.
Yeah, the sizes are
Yeah.
on
different.
a flat Earth,
They're drawn out on the Gleason's
every
map.
direction away from north is south, correct?
They're just trying to get the longitude and latitude grid.
That's how
basically
South
straight.
and North Pole work.
Okay, great. So if two people stood back to back at the North Pole and they both headed south in the exact opposite direction from each other, they would both get to 90 degrees south, true or false?
Yeah, but you're looking for a specific
Bingo.
ceremonial South Pole.
Bingo. Those
Wait,
two people
You're looking for a specific ceremonial South Pole.
So if you
those two people would both
Yeah,
get to
from
90
what I
degrees
understand,
south,
there's more than
Flatsoid,
one
and they
of
would
those.
be a
Will
world
they?
apart
Can
from
you
each
show?
other.
Can you show me where this will happen, please?
Mm.
You just admitted this, Flatsoid.
No, I never said that. I said this is.
But no
I
one's ever
said-
done
yeah,
that.
no one's ever done
Duffy,
that.
even
You
on
know
a
why
globe, so-
no one never did it? Because
Okay,
Again,
Flatsoid.
I'm going to ask you again,
guys,
Duffy.
listen
Yeah.
to me. Please let me say now. Speak now.
Oh, somebody's trying to come in.
Duffy, do you
Oh,
agree
they're
that he
hypothetical.
cannot
All right.
travel
I'll let you in. Give me a second.
behind
I'll
the
pause
60
this.
parallel because warships will stop you?
This is
You can
so
only
embarrassing,
travel-
bro. I was
All right, we're back. Oh, it's nice to meet you, hypothetical.
Hey, man, nice,
Alright.
nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Okay, I want to explain this because it's very important for people to understand. So when we look at the Gleason's map, and we look at things like anything that's outer toward the outside of the circle on the Gleason's map,
Mhm.
is going to be stretched in order to fit the latitude and longitude. See, Gleason, when he made that map, he wanted the map to fit latitude and longitude of other maps, right? So basically, if you're on this latitude and this longitude, it will still hold correct. But what the problem with that does is that stretches the outside of the example is Australia. But Australia
good
is not
example.
stretched like that in real life. In real life, if we looked at a real life, let's say, flat Earth map, we would not see Australia stretched that way. It would actually be more condensed. The only reason it's stretched is in order to fit a latitude and longitudinal line concept that is generally accepted among people that work among everybody.
Yeah, they still use it and to this day, right? They use the Gleasons as a muzzle. And a lot of people promote it, even especially Banjo, which I actually sponsored his stuff, and I like Eddie as a content maker to a point.
But the only reason people can use it, is because it adheres to the latitudinal and longitudinal line concept. And so what I'm getting at is the Gleason map is fairly accurate and probably in this world that we live in, something like it. But they have basically stretched certain things to meet a criterion of latitudinal and longitudinal lines. Now, keep in mind, this is very important. Once you get past once you get past the equator, everything goes out the window because you can't see the North Star anymore. So latitudinal lines, the way it used to be, is you'd be on a ship, you'd look at the North Star, and you'd measure your angular map, your angle to the North Star, and wherever you were, that's where you were on the latitudinal line. Now, once you get past the equator, you can't see the North Star anymore.
I'm well aware of that. Yeah.
So my point is everything.
Hard to map. Yeah.
Right, and so everything past the equator, basically where you can't physically, a human being cannot physically see the North Star anymore, everything past that gets thrown out the window.
Mm-hmm.
Now they have the Glovers have created a system in which, in a way, that they have created their own like little bullshit system, obviously. But what Gleason did was try to basically give a flat Earth map, but still play by their rules.
Yeah, I got you.
And that's why that's stretched.
Too, right?
Yeah. Exactly, and that's my point. Is he wanted to create a map where if you're on this latitude and this longitude, you would still be in an accurate location in the south.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
and I understand that you know that. I just don't know if people listening know that.
Yeah, the Monty map, it's a much larger map, and I don't know if it was accurate at all. It may have been in the north. I think like Mercators are most of those. They were accurate in the northern part because of this. They were able to chart the grid out, and
well, everything above the equator is like heavily charted. We can see that. It's once you go south, and that's when you get these vast amounts of oceans that like nobody really knows how big those oceans are. Nobody really knows. Like now we're talking about things that we can't really know, frankly.
Yeah.
And so Yeah, basically, when you look at a Gleason map, everything above the equator or that circle is about as accurate. That's the best damn map you're going to get. Everything south of it, though, it's another story.
Well, Eddie Banjo, you know who that is, right? You've
Yeah.
watched this.
Yep.
Yeah. He's got a couple of videos where he shows a couple of cheats, how to get around a lot of that. Flash gave it to me. I haven't got a chance to really look at it yet. There's a lot going on, like with Flash's channel, especially with this clown here, Duffy. And the whole TFE thing is consumed everything. So, like, we haven't had a chance to really sit down and look at a lot of stuff we're getting, a lot of information. And
yeah, well, if you don't mind, I'll lay my and I'll let you get back to it. But I'm going to lay my opinion out on this final experiment, supposed final. So the fact that they called the fact that it was called that tells you right there off the get go it was a marketing ploy, and they were going to market this as a quote final way of settling quote final debate, right? So this was something that they all had planned. But one thing, so I watched a lot of Jaron, I watched a lot of Witsit, and I remember hours and hours of these two talking about how they were going to get, multiple cameras. They were going to get infrared cameras to make sure that the sun was real. That was a real concern for them. They were like, hey, we want to make sure the sun's real. We're going to shoot the sun with cameras with solar filters and infrared cameras to make sure like they're not faking it. And they went on and on for hours. I mean, countless hours, days. If you added it all up, I mean, hundreds of hours. They talked about how they would film this sun from a flat Earth perspective to prove that there was a 24-hour sun in Antarctica.
Huh. Well, see, I'm going to go down there. I'm going to
and what did we get?
Stream up and running. Yeah, crap, dude.
And we got.
I've been looking at it.
Some videos from this Duffy guy. That's what we got. Hundreds of hours of promises. They put more hours of promises and how they were going to. They talked about how the cost of the cameras, what they would need to do in order to raise the fund. I don't know if you watched Jaron and Witsit, but I did. And they would hours and hours.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I went on his show a couple of times on his speaker corner, and I've watched a couple episodes with him, and I got the slimy feeling that he was planning on dropping the ball from the go. And the last thing I told him right before he left was, I said, have fun making this hit piece. And from what I can tell, it pretty much everything in their footage is manipulated. They had to do it that way on the Globe side and with Jaron stuff. All of it is all
okay. Can I tell you what I think happened? I think there's one or two things that have happened here, and I'm not sure which one I think is. I put them about a 50-50. Now, first of all, I do think Jaron and both Witsit have been thrown through the ringer before this whole thing happened. They're not making enough money. They are getting thrown through the ringer, like publicly, just in their own general. So they're kind of tired of this. What am I getting out of this type thing? Okay. Now we're going to have this big final experiment, supposed. Okay. Yeah. And Jaron himself, right after the whole thing happened, he came on. He did these hours long. I didn't listen to all of them, but I listened to several hours. But I'll never forget. He said, I knew the moment I got on the airplane that it was going to be true, that there was going to be a 24-hour sun. So he had made up his mind before he even hit the ground in Antarctica. Because he said in his mind, see, his whole mind, I don't know if you listen to Jaron, but in his whole mind, this was a bluff from them. And Jaron was essentially calling their bluff. Are you familiar with all this?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. He was calling bluff.
He was like, they're never going to take us to Antarctica. Yeah, sure. If you pay for it, we'll go. And sure. And then they would, for hours scheme about, well, if they actually did, how would we do it? Well, we would get infrared cameras, and we would live stream it, and we would do all these things, like, because they're probably faking it, maybe, and all of that. And then when they called Jared's bluff, essentially, he said from that moment on, he said it himself. You can go check it out. He said, from that moment on, I knew it was going to be true. I knew I was wrong. So what I'm getting at is, on the plane ride over there, before he even set foot on the ground, he had already had his mind made up. And that's if I'm giving him the best benefit of the doubt. Now I'm going to go to option 2. Let me tell you what option 2 looks like. Option 2 looks like, on his cell phone or whatever, his computer, all of a sudden he starts getting these weird images of his wife or his kids.
Yeah.
Right? And people are always like, well, is he compromised? Well, they're not going to compromise you to your face. They're going to compromise you in a way where you can't go out and say, hey, I've been compromised. So all of a sudden he's going to get something weird on his phone where he's not sure if he's been, and he's going to start going crazy, like, fuck, what are they doing to me? They'll show something that you've done, something, show a picture of you jerking off, or whatever, you name it. Forget, you know what I mean? You come up with anything in your head, right?
Yeah.
They're not just going to come in like, it ain't going to be a bunch of dudes in a bunch of black suits that are going to be like, hey, we're going to compromise you. It's going to be like this slow compromise where you can't actually say, hey, I think I've been compromised. They're going to scare. So, like, I can see a situation where you have all these little factors involved, and perhaps maybe he is compromised. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It certainly feels that way. The way for someone to be a avid flat earther, to make a living, and to do a complete 180 in the way that he's done it, doesn't make sense to me. Because I'm trying to think, like, even if I were in his shoes, even if I believed it, I would still be like, maybe I'm seeing something wrong. Maybe, but he was so quick and so eager to write it off. It makes me feel like there's something more aloof. There's something going on here.
Oh, they're professionals at blackmail, dude. I'm absolutely positive. They know how to do the psychology behind it to get you to do what they want you to do, and you will do it at the time they want you to do it.
Well, I mean, I can just imagine if I were Jaron, and all of a sudden I get a picture of, me and one of the fucking things that I've done in my life, and it's like, why am I getting this picture in my email? That's weird, from some random, type thing. It's like, wait, are they somebody saying something to me? But it's something that you can't go out and be like, hey, I got this picture because it's something embarrassing or something of that nature. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hold on a second, though, before you go any further. I have a problem here myself. Like, I know my computer itself is actually hacked. I've sit here and watched it log into a web page, and I'm not on it. It's on in front of me. If a web page will open, somebody will type an address in. So I know that, like, on a local basis, they do this to start with. That's the way it works.
Dude, I cannot believe. Wait, hold on. Are you telling me you have watched somebody take over control of your computer and go to a website? Is it a nefarious website?
No, it's just basically an address, and it has a code on it, and it'll go to it, and then I'll shut it so they have access to my back ports and stuff. So this has been going on for a little while right now.
Well, I mean, it's so and it's so obvious. Like, of course, like, they are listening to this conversation as we speak. We have to assume that.
Yeah.
I mean, they have to be, right? I mean, they have to be. Like, if it were true, that's my whole thing. Like, if indeed it were true that they're lying about the shape of the nature of the earth, and there may be a good reason for them to do that, frankly. You know what I mean?
Well,
I think
there's a whole industry built on that, man, dude. Really,
well, forget the industry. Like, what if it's so dangerous? Like, let's just assume that. Let's just assume for a moment, like, there is something. Like, let's give them the best benefit of the doubt. Let's take ourselves to that place. Like, it's conceivable if I were in charge. Yeah, like there is something so dangerous, so big, so terrible. Like I don't want my people to start freaking the fuck out because they all think they're gonna die. So like if it's something like that, like yeah, of course they're gonna lie. Like yeah, no, and that's my main point. My main point is we don't really know, but
a lot of the scientific community is built around this model, and they teach a lot of crap, and they know they do. A lot of the physics teachers and stuff, they're throwing their hands up now because they're being audited by Doge over what they do, and they're worried about their jobs, and they know that most of the stuff that's the mainstream science and the rest of the industries that are built on it, they don't have much proof for, and they do a lot of, they throw a lot of money around, dude.
Well,
To their friends, their colleagues.
and you have to admit it is kind of fascinating. Like, okay, let's pretend that orbital physics is real. Okay, like you can actually spin around balls and like fling yourself to other balls, right? I mean, let's just assume that for a moment, right? Like that is a fascinating. If that were true, I almost feel like it's like a philosophical. It's like I don't know. It's like a fun mathematical test. Like if indeed, if you assume that of course it's not true. I mean, it's so ridiculous. Yeah. But if it were true, it would be kind of. I mean, it's kind of an interesting story, which is why I think like people who are smart, very smart people, your engineering type people. You know, my father, for example, like they love that. They eat that shit up, man. They just love it.
Oh yeah.
They're like, oh man, yeah, you circle the moon 3 times and then you fling out to the next moon. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I did a whole show on I took the mainstream Cavendish whole thing, and I've literally broken it down to it's basically a parlor trick to a point, but there's a force that's involved with the torsion bar in the Cavendish. It's actually the weight of the lead balls they put on it caused the motion of the torsion bar to begin with. It has nothing to do with gravity itself. They have a pre-assumed gravity. So their whole science is based on.
It drives me crazy, bro.
Yeah,
that drives me crazy. Like, and that's my. If it were true, we should all be able to go do the Cavendish in our fucking garage today. And I've even thought about like going and doing it, but like it doesn't work. That's the whole problem. It doesn't work for anybody on a regular basis.
Nope, it don't. And I've watched it like when the first 6 years I got into this, I saw people trying to do it, and it was hilarious.
Oh, it's just multiple failure after failure. But here, it's the same kind of thing. Like, one of my biggest issues is like, okay, they have these pictures of a sunset, and it's interesting when you Google pictures of sunset, you'll see, actually you don't, but they always claim about these like half suns, right? Like you have half the sun that's hiding behind the curve type thing. You'll never see that in your life. You and I will never see that in our lives. This picture of this half sun, you can Google it right now. You still can't find it. And my whole point is, if it were indeed true that this is a sun going over the edge, that should happen day in, day out, every single fucking day, and nobody ever sees it. Nobody.
No, they don't.
Yes, are there optical effects that sometimes create this half sun? Yes, that does happen. The atmosphere is crazy. It does make things, it obviously makes things refract and do crazy things. But my point is they say that happens every day. That doesn't happen every day. That happens no days. That happens once a year.
Yeah.
Under crazy refraction fucking situations. And if it were true, it should happen every single day. Every single day when I'm on a beach, I should see a half a sun. Every single day.
And
you'll never see it.
I got I got a guy I watch all the time. His name's Pablo. He's Pablo's dog, and he does observations over a month time in the same location, and he corrects for all the optical effects and weather and tides and everything, and he gets a solid average. And it's definitely flat across. And they actually compared it to the globe refraction index that they claim it causes their effects, and it doesn't work out for them.
Well, can I tell you? Let me tell you what I think happens with this supposed, with the boats that are half over the curve, and the sun, and supposed all this shit, right? Let me tell you what I think happens. Okay, first of all, your average wave in the ocean, especially as you look, if you're looking across the ocean, you're looking across miles, you're going to have the horizon is going to be the highest wave at that moment, correct?
Yeah. And
that's what people don't think about, right?
Yeah.
So
take account it. When you're using a camera, right? You have a resolution limit on the camera too, and it has a weird effect called foreshortening. It's demonstratable. The horizon will make it look shorter to the distance. It'll block your view. Yeah.
Correct. So include that. Now I'm going to throw another thing in the mix. This is hypothetical genius original. I haven't heard anybody say this, but okay. When there's refraction in water, like when you fuck, what's it called? When you're spearfishing. When you're spearfishing, you actually have to aim right above the fish, or right below the. It's one of the So the fish projects upward.
You have to aim it in front of the fish.
You have to aim it right. So you have to. Okay, so you have to aim it a little bit higher than where the fish you see is. Okay.
Yeah, it's not where it appears. Yeah.
It's not where it actually appears. So we have this atmosphere around us that is made of water. It's not as thick as the water below us, which absolutely projects it upward, right? But but let's make the assumption that what we see in long distances has the same kind of effect in the way that I look at that fish, right? Where I would have to aim upward to hit what I am seeing, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay, so when you start to put that in the mix, and you think about that 10-foot, 20-foot wave that's in the middle, in between that boat that's all the way out there, but where's the highest wave? Well, it just may be it's obviously between me and that boat. Somewhere there's the highest wave, right? So that highest wave gets projected upward, and then it hides the boat on a flat surface.
Absolutely.
Thus, but I have not heard anybody talk about that fact that, like, yes, there is real refraction. It does. If you're looking over a long distance, especially when there's water and, anything that's water, and of course you're looking over water, and then of course you have the atmosphere filled with water, it's going to project things upward. So what I'm saying is it projects those waves in front of us upward more than it projects the boat behind it upward. And so therefore we have this effect that we see a boat that's halfway over a wave. It's got nothing to do with going over a curve, it has everything to do with the refraction index projecting the highest wave that we can see between us and the boat. Let's suppose it's halfway in between, and it's projecting it upward enough to make it appear that boat is going over a horizon.
Yeah, your horizon stops at a certain point anyway, so no matter what optics you use, you can zoom in further out, but the horizon's still in the same location from your distance.
Well, hypothetically, if we were in, I don't know, let's name, well, I don't know, actually, I'm thinking off the cuff here, but I'm assuming that there is a place somewhere, somehow, maybe it's above the earth, a flat plane earth, where you can look and there's so little the thinness of the atmosphere, you can see so far. Obviously there's a limit, but the limit is purely based on the atmosphere of what's the molecules, mainly water.
Yeah.
That's the only reason we can't see forever. We could see that's my point. Like if that didn't exist, we really actually could see forever.
Yeah, there's a lot of limitations involved in this. You ever heard of Blackpool
No.
Tower observations? If you can find the Blackpool Tower observations, Nathan Oakley and what was it, Sleeping Warrior, and a couple other people were out there. They went through basically all of this with them, and basically what they actually really believe is that everything they're seeing over the horizon is actually basically almost like a hologram refracted up above the horizon. It's not an actual physical thing they're staring at. That's why they scream refraction every time they go into any observations. I'm gonna give you a link to Pablo's dog. If you get a chance, look at his observations.
I'll check it out. Yeah, for sure.
I'll put it.
But going very quickly though, going back because I wasn't quite following you there. So we do acknowledge that things do refract upward.
Yeah, they do. And they do refract, not refract down, but when it's colder, it actually levels out. They claim it pulls it back down. That's their claim.
Correct. That is, so yes, there are different, and I think we both acknowledge that different weathers and places, and whether you're over water or a desert, it's going to make things refract wildly different from what a human being will see on the ground.
Yeah, well, Pablo breaks it all down on all his observations, all the conditions, so that he works
cool.
them. And I put it in the private chat, and it's in the regular chat. If you want to look at it, I've subscribed to him. He does the same. He goes to the same location, and he'll change that location when he gets done doing observations. And there's a couple of channels that actually have put his observations in Unreal Engine and shows how he's correct in his observations. And they do a comparison between what the globe claims refraction does and what flat Earth claims refraction does. And
awesome.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people don't want to sit down and do this. It's tedious as hell, but if you go through it, you can add it up, and I love it because there's calculators you can use and you can figure it out who's right, who's wrong, and they don't want to get involved with it. And Taboo Conspiracy does this too with a lot of his stuff.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, I love this high altitude. He takes their rocket observations that they did, a couple of them, and he goes up so high, and he'll figure how much missing curve is there in the observation. That's the cool part. It's like go ahead.
Go ahead.
It's like, well, on the ball of the said radius, you should have this much missing in your observation due to Earth curve, or it should be not there, but yet you still get the observation. That's the problem. But then they'll scream, "It's the refracted." They say the same thing with everything you see.
Yeah, well, I know, and that's the problem. The problem is the more you get hot, the higher you get, the less refraction. Obviously, because there is a phenomenon in which the atmosphere is thicker toward where we stand. Obviously. And so once we get higher and higher, that phenomenon, our visual, and I know everything I'm saying, but I'm just pointing it out. That phenomenon is less and less and less and less and less of what we're talking about. And once again, when you look through water, which is super thick, you're going to see that fish. You're going to have to aim completely away from that fish in order to hit it. But the higher and higher you get away from that water, essentially, the higher and higher you get away, the less and less, basically the more true of what we see in this, particularly the stars and stuff. Like if we could all go up to, let's say 100,000 feet and look at the stars, we would see something probably completely different than we can even imagine.
Yeah, But I gather from like the astronauts' observations, the higher they got, the less they could see the stars. That's what they say, but I'm not exactly sure if that's actually true. Yeah.
Well, I know some of them say that, some of them say the opposite, right?
Yeah. So I don't take anything they say in context at all. It's all nonsense. I want to play a little more of this video.
Yeah, man. Cool.
I wish we could have stayed on longer because Flats's power went out in the middle of this.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. So
I didn't know that.
Me, PJ, and Janos, the guy at the JK, there are stuck with Duffy backstage.
Damn. All right. Well. Fuck.
It was
All right. Well, play it up. Let's check it. Let's see how it goes.
Okay. Oh,
Cool.
it's decent. Yeah.
I'll listen.
It's just at 80 degrees south. This is so embarrassing.
Yes, for the one company.
Yeah.
I'll leave the chat up too, so you can see who's sending super chats. We tried to read them out, but Duffy wanted to start sharing a video. He had a planted video that he had sent to him by Swallow FE. You ever heard of him? He's an Australian who's a Glober who's been fighting us for a long time. But we got another guy named Plain Reality. He actually takes them to school every day. It's pretty funny to watch. The two Australians battling it out. It's funny. But yeah, he did you remember Joyce Landiford, the guy who supposedly got turned away at Antarctica in his expeditions? What happened? He got arrested. I think he was down there for like maybe a month, and they set him up. They gave him a whole bunch of stuff he shouldn't have been doing down in Antarctica. They let him go out there, and then they charged him with it, arrested him. Two of his crew members supposedly died, from what I understand. But he tried to make it seem like we're saying that was gunpoint. No, they have restrictions down there, and you just can't go down to Antarctica and do whatever you want. But he tries to bring that point up next.
Which owns phone company by one guy, and they provide travel.
Did you freely
if you try by your own,
no, you
in your own capacity, you won't be able.
People get turned away.
No, people do not get turned away. You guys, please stop making things up.
Yeah.
Of course,
you go by
if you go by yourself, of
sure
course they get
do,
turned
man.
away.
No
And
one
if
gets
you
turned
won't
around.
stop, if you won't stop, they will shoot you.
Oh my! If you
Hold
go
on.
by
You're
yourself,
arrested, dude.
yes, you
Yeah.
do.
Fault. Hey guys,
No.
this is super embarrassing for you. You have zero evidence.
Projection onto
There
us
are
is
plenty.
really
It's super embarrassing. That's another one. And he keeps saying like calling everybody by their first names. It's really weird.
You
of
have
videos. No,
You have
don't tell
hundreds
this
of
bullshit. We have
lots
zero
of evidence
evidence.
of that.
We
you have
plenty of
zero
evidence. There are
evidence.
plenty of videos showing when the warships approaching ships and
Okay.
telling them to stop and turn away. So
Okay,
don't
show
speak
me-
this bullshit.
Show me one right now.
Yeah, Boyce Landiford. He actually got
Okay,
arrested,
let me find
and
it.
two of his crew members died.
Show me a video right now, JK. You can't.
It's not a video.
I
It's
can
not
it
JK.
on my channel.
Show it to
Now, see what I said there. I said he didn't get turned away at gunpoint. He got arrested, and two of his crew members died, because that's actually documented. But this fool thinks that I'm saying he's getting turned away at gunpoint for some reason, and show me a video of people getting turned away. Oh, there's a few of them, but they're people who are testing the 60th and other parallels that they know they can't go to. Just as simple.
to me right now.
Well, I'm
I
actually
will
happy you're
find
here,
it.
Duffy.
Give me a second.
When
He's
are
getting
you
it for
going to present?
No,
When
no,
are you
no.
going to present those three things you said you have?
I will. Hold on. JK, show me the video right now.
Janusz.
He's
His
getting
name's Janusz. Just to let you know.
Yeah. Let him get it. And by the way, Duffy, I want you to fly down to your ceremony of South Pole and just keep going straight. See if you can do that. Go straight south
Roger.
and keep going. Yeah. do
Roger.
it. Go-
Roger.
That's serious, dude. Yeah.
Roger, you're not helping me.
Roger. Duffy. Come on, dude. Just spit it out. Get an
Roger.
airplane. Go straight south from the South Pole.
Hey, Roger, I need your help. I want to do this for you, but you don't know where the South Pole is. Help me get there. How do I get there?
How do I get there? Well, I find out its longitude and latitude. Then I fly there.
Brilliant, ain't it? I know. See that smile? Later on, after we get knocked off the air, Flats pulled the show. I was like, come on, show me that smile. Come on, smile, boy. He did not smile anymore after that. He was stuck with us. So. It was fun.
Okay, great.
He's trying to gotcha all over the place. You know, that's
It's
what
not.
He's trained in gotchas. You know what I mean? That's all we do.
I'll look it up on a map, dude, and I'll find out where it is. Yeah.
Well, then please show me. I'm here. This is great.
Yeah.
Look up
Here.
Jarl
Yeah.
and
That man
Hey,
got
guys.
arrested, dude. for
It's
going there.
It's Yarla.
been
No,
really-
that's false.
Time for
It's
trying-
Yarla Anoy, by the way. That's an incorrect pronunciation.
Okay, don't care.
He was never arrested.
Moxie, I don't think there's actually a legitimate South Pole to find. I never got a chance to look for it. It got more confusing the more he kept pressing the thing about the video about people getting turned away. So at the moment, and then Flats loses his power, it just kind of like got pushed off to the side. But I'll actually get a map and I'll actually do a show on it. I'll do that tomorrow. We'll actually pinpoint the actual location of the South Pole on a map. It's going to probably take a couple of maps to get to there. Just not like an easy task. It's like traveling there too.
For going to Antarctica. He was never turned around when he went to Antarctica. You guys have that story wrong. I've documented this on our channel.
Well, there's literally documentation showing he was.
No, not for going to Antarctica.
No, there's actual
he was.
literal
They were
documentation he was arrested.
Not for
Twice.
going to Antarctica.
Twice.
Yes.
Twice.
Yes.
Not for going to
100%.
Antarctica. Sorry, guys, you're
Twice.
wrong. JK,
Twice.
how's that video coming, brother?
Oh, so just because you say no, okay.
Yes, I'm
Easy
looking for
finder.
it. I have
And now he's calling people brother. What's up, brother? Hey, brother. So he's not here for a friendly mission, but he's still trying to defame us with a topic that we don't actually subscribe to, an actual South Pole. But that's Duffy. He thinks he's on a globe.
have 35,000 videos on my channel, so it might take a while. Okay?
Well, will you have it in a couple minutes?
Yeah, possibly.
Great.
And we're not here to please you, anyways. By the way, but you didn't answer my question. I want you to go to the South Pole and go directly south, but compass point from there and fly straight south. Do it. Where are you going to end up at? Come on.
I need you to first
No,
tell me
I need
where
you
the
to tell
South
me.
Pole is.
I have to look it up on a map, dude.
I need you to.
Can you
Uh,
show
Show
it?
me on the
Can you show?
Mercator map.
Hold on.
And by the way, Flats did pull up a Mercator, the big one, the one that's really stretched long, just to fuck with him. It's funny.
Roger,
Okay.
what map?
Can you show me on the Mercator map where
One
90
of Antarctica.
There you
is?
We already know the Cartesian grid is based on a globe system, so we don't have to ask you another question.
Okay, I'm going to put the
Oh,
Mercator up. Can you point to me where 90 degrees south is
That-
here, please?
that was my bad. This is where I fucked up. That's what Brian's talking about. Okay, I didn't get to this part. So, Brian, I apologize. I did misquote myself there. The globe it has a Cartesian system, but I don't know, it's compacted so much. And but the other statement I said, I don't want to play Cartesian systems. That was my mistake. Let's see if I can get to it. I didn't get that far. Now, this is a globe projection, and it's based on a Cartesian system. But this is not an accurate Cartesian system. There's no real longitude and latitude here in particular that's really usable. I'll go over it with Brian myself. I'll talk to him.
No.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
No.
Oh, and that's a map. Is that a map of the globe?
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up. Look Brian's logic up right now. I'll send him a message. The globe is based on a Cartesian system. I think that's a fair statement. Let's go back and see if I did say that properly.
I had to look it up on a map, dude.
I need you to.
Fine. It's not working with us.
Hey,
A Mercator globe, because you use
projection.
Okay, so we don't have to ask you another question.
Okay, I'm going to put the Mercator up. Can you point to me where 90 degrees south is here, please?
No.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
No.
Oh, and that's a map. Is that a map of the globe?
That is not a globe map.
Mercator
It's
is not a
not.
globe map.
It's
Okay.
it's a very messed up projection because they're
Ah,
flattening.
so
Well,
you're hypocrite because you use an
No, they're not.
AE distorted
Flathead.
globe map. Wait. You use an AE distorted globe map to say you can't get the south. Now it's giving you a Mercator globe prediction that you say you can't use that because it's distorted as well. Being a hypocrite. The only one embarrassing himself here, Duffy, is you because you're a dishonest punk who
Hey,
cannot
Flatsoid.
accept your deception is not working with us.
Hey,
Well,
we know
Flatsoid,
how
I
the
can,
grid's set up on a globe.
I can prove
Sorry,
to you, Flatsoid, right now why this is silly. Show me the North Pole on the Mercator map, please.
I don't need to. It's not my
You
map.
can't. You can't.
Oh, yeah, yeah. whose problem is that? Yours or mine?
Yours.
Why is it my problem?
It's not a
Why
map.
is it to
I'm
make
talking
it-
about a globe. I'm not talking about a flat map.
Yeah, exactly. We're talking about flat Earth. We're not talking about the Gleason's map.
Okay, so help me out. Where is the South Pole on a flat Earth?
Away from north.
Okay, so Flat, so we've already talked about this. You agreed. Two people at the North Pole who are back to back, both head south. They will never go to the same place. That's called logic.
There's only
You
one
said they will
point
go to
on
the
our
same
And they
place.
won't on a
in
globe
our
either.
world, dude, and that's the north. That's the only
Yeah,
place.
oh,
that
wait, I
compass
want to
points
know.
to.
Whoever he said that they will go to the same place.
Hey, Flatsoid. Okay, this is simple. You could do this test today
Hey,
at
Flatsoid.
home. Stand back to back with somebody and walk in the opposite
You're
direction.
not
You
listening to what
won't
I'm
go to the
saying.
same
Who
place.
made the
No,
claim
you're
that
not.
they will go to the same place?
Such an idiot.
You.
They did.
You.
You did.
I
Duffy. When did I say
said-
that?
I said if both of those people
No.
walk in opposite directions, they will both end up at 90 degrees south. Fact, they will be in
Yes.
different places. Therefore, you
Prove
can't
it.
say the
Prove
South
that fact.
ceremonial pole is
You
at
have to
90
prove
degrees
that fact.
south
You're making
when
a
two
claim
people
that you
can
have
be
to
at 90
prove.
degrees south and they're
Okay.
not in the same place.
Maybe I
No.
should draw it down in
Prove that
paint for
fact.
you, that because this is
it.
really, really idiotic that you don't even understand what's going on here.
Well, I would love that because this is not a good look for you guys.
No, it's not a good look.
We're not here to look good, dude. It's not here for looks, dude. We're here for truth.
Okay.
I can't help
You can see is it paint on?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to make a circle for you that represents 90 degrees, correct? So this is 90 degrees all around. The whole
Yeah,
thing, like I said.
where's the South ceremonial pole on that circle?
Wherever they placed it on the geographical location.
But where is
If
it?
they placed it there, they placed it there. It doesn't matter. If they placed it there, they placed it there. It doesn't matter. No. It's
No, it does-
ceremonial.
It
It's
does
not
matter.
geographical.
It does. Well, hold on. The physical pole has to be in a geographic location.
Yeah, but it's not the geographic South Pole. Do you know the difference between a geographic South Pole and a ceremonial South Pole?
Yeah, you're deflecting. I want to know if the Earth
No,
is
no, we're
flat. Where
Not
is the
deflecting.
South
You are
ceremonial
trying.
pole?
You are trying to be deceptive and try to make out we say something which we didn't say. So I'm going to ask you again, Duffy. Can you please show me where any of us have ever said, if we move from north
That's
to
the
the
big grin
south,
on your
we will
face,
all
you
end
little
up at
liar.
the ceremonial South Pole, please?
You said that by answering me that the
I
South.
didn't say that.
that the-
You are
hold on.
lying.
That's
You are
right.
misrepresenting. You are bearing false witness from me live
That's
for
right.
everybody right now. So Duffy, I'm going to ask you again.
Okay,
Has
Maybe.
any of us here
Maybe.
said that
Bye.
you will end up at the same ceremonial
Bye.
South Pole, or do we just say you'll end up at 90 degrees south?
Okay, Flatwood, maybe I misunderstood you, but when I ask you where a physical pole is and you say 90 degrees south, you are obfuscating because
I'm not saying anything.
you know
No.
90 degrees south is a very large area.
I know
Where-
it is.
So then where is the pole?
Where they placed it
Where'd
on
they
the
place it?
pole line.
Where'd they place it?
Wherever they did. It's a ceremonial pole. What the hell does it
Okay,
matter?
so again, you guys have not done your research because you don't even know where this pole
We're
is
not-
that
we don't-
everyone
don't
in
believe
the
in this
world
stuff,
Do we
dude.
care?
knows.
We don't.
Do you wait? I'm going to ask you. Do you know where the Eiffel Tower's geographic location is without looking on a map?
Yeah, longitude and latitude. They go up
I
there.
could
There you go.
find it for you guys in 5 seconds.
Oh, so you have to look it
You
up
can
first.
find it for us. See, that's what you asked us to do.
So can I
Well,
do the
hold
same
on.
with the ceremonial
Hold on.
South Pole?
Yes,
Wait, hold on,
yes,
hold
I
on,
know
hold
where
on.
the Eiffel Tower is,
Where?
and
And
I'm
where
not.
is it?
Okay, give us
Yeah.
the longitude
Hold
and
on.
latitude.
I'm not
exactly.
asking you guys for longitude and latitude, so
Without
don't say
looking it
that.
up.
Yeah, you
Yes,
were.
you did. You said
Oh.
90 degrees south.
Yeah.
That's long.
The Eiffel, I didn't ask for that. The Eiffel Tower is in Paris. Paris is in France. France is
Yeah.
in Europe. Do you see how descriptive I am? Now tell me where this
We
ceremonial.
told you in
South Pole is.
Antarctica.
Same thing.
Antarctica. At your location, not a geographical, but a longitude and latitude line 90 degrees south is what you call it. But it's never been proven to be a pole. So
Hey,
we want a
Roger.
magnetic pole in the south.
Roger. Roger.
Yeah. Yes. Duffy.
You need
Come
to
on,
stop
Fred.
saying there's no pole. There is a physical pole. Stop saying there's no pole. You're making yourself look bad. I'm trying to
No,
make
we're
you
talking
look
about a
good.
magnetic pole.
You know
guys-
what,
No,
you know what
we're
he's
not.
trying to say. Duffy,
Yeah,
you know
I
what
am.
he's trying to say. You know
Yeah.
what you know exactly
Yeah.
what Roger's trying to say. Stop trying to be you're
Don't
the one
twist the words,
obfuscating,
dude.
trying to get
Okay.
gotchas here, there, and everywhere.
Hey guys.
Goddamn.
Flats
This
is
is
gone.
important.
Flats is gone. His electric might have gone out.
This is
Yeah.
important. JK, how you doing with that video, brother?
Yes,
Brother.
I'm looking. I have.
We might not be live anymore.
I have found
Listen,
so,
right, we might
so
not be
far
live.
I know.
120 videos.
Hold on, I'll go.
120 videos. Related to Antarctica. I need to go through some of
Okay,
them.
so this is important. Okay, you made a you
Yeah.
guys.
Okay, we lost Flats,
You guys
so
made
you
a
can stop
claim
now.
that people get turned away for going to Antarctica. That is false. You have not provided any evidence, and so therefore you should take a step back and say, you know what?
think we're still
You're
on.
right. You're right,
Therefore,
Will. We
nothing.
don't have evidence, and so thank you for
Evidence
pointing
of
out
what?
that we don't have evidence.
No, we don't have exploration rights, dude. That's what we're looking at. I'll be down there soon, dude, and on the solstice this year, whether you like it or not. Yeah, and
Right, I've got to read out the super chat.
smile at me, dude. Hey, do the smile. Come on, there you go.
All
I
right,
want to see it. Give me that grin. There you go. Beautiful.
Hold on,
Right.
I've got to read out the super chats because Flats can't. He's asking me to read out the super
Got it.
chats. Right. So Stoops the Cat said Duffy is a complete joke. There you go. The
Thank you.
Sonic, Will, why don't you concentrate on salmon pasta? Then Stoops the Cat said Duffy's smugness alone has created flat earthers. I agree. David Banner said Duffy, you're scared to show the pitch data, debunked. That's it. And Jeff Conco, member for 20 months. There you go.
Okay, cool. So, someone wants to ask me a question, and I'm really excited for JK to find this video. It should be easy, right? Should be all over the internet, right?
No, because I
Should
have
be-
I have
Oh, really?
34,000 videos on my channel. Do you get it or not?
Well, hold on. Just do a search. You can search YouTube. It's super easy.
Not YouTube. He's on Odyssey.
No, he's got it. He's got another
YouTube-
video.
On YouTube, it will be banned. That's why I'm
Is-
When you don't
uploading
have-
those videos on my channel because
Is
they are
Jake-
banned.
Is JK
I
the
can't.
only person in the world that has this this video?
No, there are people who have it.
Then let's get it from someone else. Come on, guys.
I don't have the
You've
video.
got to take over it because Flats is not in.
You can hear me typing.
Yeah, I
too.
Kunal.
can't.
I don't know if you got
Can't open
heard
it.
any of that.
Where is it in Antarctica? Come on. Why does everyone in the world know where the South Pole
Hey,
is
being on
except
mute.
flat earthers? This is not good for you guys.
Because there's not a South Pole, dude. We have been telling you this.
Hey,
The
Roger.
ceremonial pole in the ice doesn't mean shit to us, dude. That's
Roger,
serious.
where's the ceremonial pole in the ice?
At a location, dude. It says particular. I don't have it right off the hand, so if I can look it up.
I'm just exposing you guys for not doing your research. You should know
we
where
we
that.
don't research it because we're not worried about it because it's not a real place,
That was my point.
dude. It's not an actual place on a ball floating in space.
Hey, Roger,
no,
it's
it
a real.
isn't.
It's a
Sorry.
real place. People touch the pole. They take pictures with
Touch
with
a
the
pole. Yeah, I got a pole.
I got a pole in my backyard. That's what I say next. All right. It gets better, guys. Watch.
In my backyard, dude.
It's called ceremonial. That's the
Hey,
reason
Roger.
behind it. Worst
Hey,
case
Roger.
scenario.
Hey, Roger. Hey, Roger.
Will.
Everyone knows how to get to that pole except for flat earthers.
Everybody?
Yes.
No, dude. They do. Everybody? Everybody.
Yes.
So I think, yeah, they do. Okay, I'm gonna go ask somebody outside. I'm gonna go find somebody right now, and I'll ask them, "Where's the South Pole at? Can you tell me right now?" I'll do that at Walmart all day today while I'm at work. I'll just walk up to people like, "You know where the South Pole is? Yes, it's the South Pole." That's
Hey,
what they're gonna
Roger.
tell you, dude.
Can I tell you what? Can I tell you what they're gonna say?
What?
Flat says he'll make a special video for you.
I have 4 flat earthers I actually work with. They think like I do, dude. They don't think like you guys.
They're going to say it's at the bottom of the globe.
No, they're
at
not.
the bottom of the globe. Well, prove the globe, dude.
He can't. Anyways, I'm going to end it there. It doesn't get any better. All right, I've been on an hour and a half by myself. I'm doing pretty good, I think. Had a nice little conversation with hypothetical genius. I like hypothetically genius. I don't think anybody's a genius in this topic. I'm going to go there next year. This is not looking good for us. I think we better pull out before we get screwed. I'm going to play out with a song. I'll do one of Jim's videos too before I get out. Do you got any more new ones, Jim? I think Mikey took off too. Mikey's gone. He's going to release some of his new shots soon. He's going to come here. I'll do a live when he gets here too. Yeah, I'm going to see if Jim's got any new ones. All right, let's see. It was hypothetical. It was nice. Back to Jim Anus. Let's see. Those are the videos I see. Shortest, oldest, latest. I haven't played Ruben's Dream, the second one, or Smith and Lighting, or Happy Birthday, Vicky. Oh, we got a Happy Birthday one for Vicky. We'll play that one, and then I'll play out. Let's see if we got up a screen. Nope. Hi, guys. How's it going? I'm larger than life here. The globe is based on a Cartesian system. Would have been a better way of putting it. Happy birthday, Vicky. I didn't get her anything. Share your screen.
figure out you love me now, 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 now. Are you now? I gotta leave you. Love me now, 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 now. Are you now? Gotta leave.
see you guys over at Banners if you want to go over there. I'm going to stop sharing this and get out of here. Thanks for stopping by, people.